it never stressed me out. I wish it could just hit me out. Lately I've been feeling really like there's no one around, and I'm trying to figure out why the hell that I've been down. But I know it's me, myself, and I that's gonna make me. I wish it never stressed me out. I wish it could just hit me out. Lately I've been feeling really like there's no one around, and I'm trying to figure out why the hell that I've been down. But I know it's me, myself, and I that's gonna make me smile. Fuck that bitch, she ain't shit. All she do is run her mouth. Fuck that nigga, he a bitch and he acting like it now. But I can't let no sucker shit come around or be allowed. And I know that pussy for me, it always purring me out. Ay, they gon' hate and fake on me, ay baby, anyhow. I just called a Chuck and said, hey man, I gotta bust it down. He said, I know you gon' do this shit, go ahead and make us proud. Make a bitch say wow. Hater want some smoke, go ahead and ask him how. Ooh, I get that money and double up. TLC baby can't fuck with no dance girl. They on my shit like two girls in one cup. NYC baby saying that they a fucking deal. I'm be a big dog, you be a little pup. Can't show these bitches no damn love. Got her on the knee, one suck, one fuck, that's your girl. Ooh, don't give a fuck. Ooh, I do what I want, I do what I want. Yeah, yeah, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Yeah, yeah, I do what I want, I do what I want. Yeah, yeah, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want.
Yeah, every day I need a dope flip. I was on some rope shit, a nigga was a pope pimp, do or die. Nigga put me on some mope shit, a nigga might as well kill his motherfucking self. It's a suicide. Got a Draco, let it rip, nigga hopped up quick, so I had to double back, get him 2 times. I ain't new to this shit, bitch, I'm true to this shit. And every morning I wake up and throw a gang sign. I just wanna be legit, fuck a bad insta bitch. Bunny rabbit off the rip, bunny rabbit Reese's lit. Mighty know it's lit, all is well in this bitch. 100 shells in this bitch, 50 shells in this bitch. Never tell in this bitch, fuck 12, suck a dick. Fuck 12, suck a dick. Let's all talk with the top off. Hit Diego, he gon' hit me with the drop off. Tryna floss in the town, get you knocked off. Take your chain and your ring and your watch off. I just wanna be legit, fuck a bad insta bitch. Bunny rabbit off the rip, bunny rabbit Reese's lit. Freddie Corleone, fuck 12, suck a dick. Every day I need a dope flip. I was on some broke shit, a nigga was a pope pimp, do or die. Nigga put me on some mope shit, a nigga might as well kill his motherfucking self. It's a suicide. Got a Draco, let it rip, nigga hopped up quick, so I had to double back, get him 2 times. I ain't new to this shit, bitch, I'm true to this shit. Every morning I wake up and throw a gang sign.
What he takes on that, hey, what he rap in that, hey, at the Grammy still strapped, hey, I'm blowing cause a nigga straight, I'm happier than yesterday, we bout to beat the homie case, tears on his daughter face, just trying to help with what I make, hey, is it just feelings or rap lines, he get wet, he ain't baptized, no white man gon' save mine, belt won't help my waistline, still gon' die for my groove line, goddamn right as fuck one time, way too crip to go live, you take 1, we take 9, we don't stop at stop sign, might get 50 and that's fine, just might pop, I keep trying.
Every day I need a dope flip. I was on some broke shit. A nigga was a pope pimp, do or die. Nigga put me on some mope shit. A nigga might as well kill his motherfucking self. It's a suicide. Got a Draco, let it rip. Nigga hopped up quick, so I had to double back, get him 2 times. I ain't new to this shit, bitch, I'm true to this shit. Every morning I wake up and throw a gang sign.
Real nigga shit, man. Nigga ain't talking too much.
Phone no snitch. She don't need it. Big ass Chanel bag, hold my extension. I'm gon' keep it. Oh. I got bitches, she don't be trippin', but I don't need it. No. Just how cool, me and her 2-seater. Ain't tellin' our business, she know I'ma keep it. Me and Lil' Shorty just vibin'. Don't want attention, we hide. All of these niggas be choosing. She never minded, she know I'm side. Baby, you know how I'm rockin'. You don't want type, I let empty my pockets. Bang, me and Lil' Shorty be mobbing. We be low-key cause the haters be watching.
She always bring out my weakness, but she take my weakness for kindness. Yeah. Everything she wears high-end. Me too good material, what's the climbing? Save her under glue cause we always bonding. Put diamonds on her neck like my niggas mining. Suck it up, use her brain, she don't mind it. Risk, caution, no, this is not the highest. I'm gon' delete it, but right now it's tonight. My girls like clips, they 30s, aging with time. We got choppers, cannot aim with no 9. No, I'm patient, no, I'm not in no rush. Yes, I know I had to wait in that line. Opportunity hit it from the side, but I'd rather just hit it from behind.
Phone no snitch. She don't need it. Big ass Chanel bag, hold my extension. I'm gon' keep it. Oh, no, I got bitches, she don't be trippin', but I don't need it. No, drop top cool, me and her 2-seater. Ain't tellin' our business, she know I'ma keep it. Me and Lil' Shorty just vibin'. Don't want attention, we hiding. Why let these niggas be choosing? She never minded, she know I'm solid, yeah. Baby, you know how I'm rocking. You don't want type, I let empty my pockets. Gang, me and Lil Shorty be mobbing. We be low key cause the haters be watching.
She took my soul. I'm trying to leave my folks. I'm trying to get them home. Used to have to take a long way home. Now we hop on a jet, we don't get checked. I be so far away from home. City to city, don't need no security. We ride around with that chrome. Shotty naked in my hotel suite, trying to sex me. I'm saying she trying to be grown. Don't give me advice, you ain't take your own. I hopped out the porch, got the shit off the dirt. Now I made some mistakes in my room. Mama wasn't home. One color coke and I trapped home alone. We smoked the best, I'm not depressed. Electric can never be cloned. This shit costs, ain't shit free. Gotta be you, try to be me. This shit costs, ain't shit free. Gotta be you, try to be me. This shit costs, ain't shit free. Gotta be you, try to be me. This shit costs, ain't shit free.
That's real good, player. Don't forget to leave me a tip. Okay.
No romance, wanna dance when I land. For 24 hours, no romance. Wanna dance when I land. Only here for 24 hours, no romance. Just wanna dance when I land. Only here for 24 hours, no romance. Just wanna dance when I land. Only here for 24 hours. Ooh, say you will do what I love. Ooh, say you wearing what I love. So hi, I'm glad you found me. She's like my diamonds are so blinding. Ooh, no clock perfect timing. All the fake shit, it never excite me. 24 hours, I'm up in the city. What you wanna do? Tell them all to get with me. And they wonder why I keep on winning and they losing. Cause not on me, it's in me. She tryna get loose, make me pull out the Jimmy. Tryna come back to see me. He heard I put out in that Mozzie. These niggas be watching, I can't let them get me. No romance.
What's goody, everybody? This is Bruke and you are now tuned into Early, the morning podcast, where we talk about a multitude of different topics, where you're bound to hear something that's of interest to you as well. So if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to ItsNation TV. If you're catching this on Facebook, go ahead and like, go ahead and comment, engage with us, and you can go ahead and follow me at Bruke and you can follow my Brody Mek at ItsNation.com.
It's a little quick run, RP, coke run, RP 24. I can make cool 50K less 24 out. Rhyme with the pack through Tennessee mountains. BB and sauce in the lead 3 rounds. I'm thumping through it, I don't need no counter. Had to recess, potato, bit my neck on my joint. I got oil, I got him, I got wax, I got flour. Burn on pre-roll, finger, Pluto. Drip real hard when I'm hopping that tutor. I just made a second to the plug named Hugo. 30 laptops in my motherfucking condo. White collar, got a nigga bond like Lonzo. These niggas overrated like Joe Flacco. Feeling like Jim Jones, nigga, I'm a capo. I'm flip roll, I'm feeling like Pop Smoke. Banana cream cake and motherfucking hair wrap. Falling like spinner in the pack, get sent back. Falling like an image, I push nigga shit back. Make a hand so I listen in the bank, big fast. Make a hand so I listen in the screen, big fast. All the shit talk, fit, getting it kidnapped. Jelly nigga got that finger on lip dog. I'm empty out the magazine when I'm pissed off. I'm on that wedding pie, it got me deep. My bitch said it twice and then she went to sleep. I drop butt on the clock with the perfect technique. I'm in here from the real, I want grab a whole bleach. I ain't got time in the day so my female be mad at me. And in that rest, I'm running up rapidly. She know I'm vicious, I'm fucking her savagely. She know I get right, she know my mentality. Grew up in the trap, watch a couple young on nigga. Pull up in the Porsche, yeah, the pan on nigga. Yeah, pull up in the Dodge, yeah, the Ram on nigga. Anybody try, yeah, I'm a blam on niggas. On the headbang, got 50 different girl line. Turn late, sun to a 5-5 hairline. Always over dripping, I start my own color line. Got 2 jet dog, I die for both mine. I ain't never satisfied too money increase. Fuck the profile, too many increase. They be low key, hey, I can hear them whispering. All these bad get trained, you can see them glimmering. Had to make a U-turn, I just seen the road out. I ain't playing no game, I ain't spreading no out. It's full moon now, so I'm running moon ride. Looking on screen, why is he on TikTok? On Lily Court, it's a little quick run. RP coke run, RP 24. I can make a cool 50K less 24 out. Rhyme with the pack through Tennessee mountains. BB and sauce in the lead 3 rounds. I'm thumping through it, I don't need no counter. Had to recess, potato, bit my neck on my joint. I got oil, I got hell, I got wax, I got flour.
Nigga ain't drop, we died and bad. How the fuck you gon' rob a Mac like bad nigga on robbing?
From the hood, ain't no going back. Rep the haven, it's on my back. King of Crunk, I brought it back. Heat dropping, I'm back to back. Niggas ain't fucking with Duke. I'm a young nigga over OGs. How the fuck they look up to you? You been dropping heat back to back, but how the double XL look over you? Somebody must be hating or something, cause everybody love Duke Deuce. We love your ad-lib too. Nigga, I talk my shit and I walk my shit. My grandma ain't raised no fool. Send out some goons, young nigga hang out the roof. Trust me, I'm too hot to lose. Can't change the mood. Rich nigga still throwing big ass rakes. Fat Matt nigga need a big ass plate. I be on the grind with a little ass break. I don't like being around nigga that hate. I don't like fake bougie hoes, I'm straight. Too much ice, can't tell it's late. Two-line apartment, hooping in the crate. I ain't had the money, but I had that faith. Thanks, baby mama, you made me great. Cross me out, then a nigga went Mambo nuts, we mobbing back. Nigga ain't drop, we dying back. How the fuck you gon' rob a Mac like that bad nigga on robbing back? From the hood, ain't no going back. Left the haven, it's on my back. Nigga call that bad, hold that cash. Dropping up back to back.
Hold that hoe, hold that ass. You need that spread. Gotta wave my flag. Got a bitch in the bed, yeah. Play with them rats, yeah. Hey, stop playing, yeah. Party tent, yeah. Cut this beach, AP wrist, too much, yeah. Take the pic, yeah. Swipe the day, plays on plays, J's on J's, bad full of haze. In the back with your beat, in the drop top beans, you gotta let shot in. Bitch shot the top 10. I made a bitch count 10. I made a bitch do it then. On the block with the Dion. Head cat little neon. Tryna see what we on. Told the bitch put the B on. Kick down, got the flea on. I got these hoes on beat on. Got it done with the neon. Everything I neon. And she breaking our neon. And she wearing our neon. Run it out like Dion. Super take eat key line. I'ma swear it's so good. Put the bag in the peon. Whole lot of bag, whole lot of cash. Whole lot of hoe, whole lot of ass. You need that spread. Gotta wave my flag.
I'm running them racks, I'm breaking the bank, I'm popping these tags, yeah. I've been driving a mess, she go all in my back and I think of her that, yeah. If you jiggy bitch, be as pure as can be, then I take off my hat, yeah. I'm keeping my soul with me, and I'm feeling so free, yeah. I get on my feet and I run it up. I skip to the bag, I double dutch. Yeah, nigga playing with me, I'ma run him up. Niggas ain't saying shit, better shut it up. Niggas saying to the team, I'm still showing love. She wanna get me in the room with the door up. Yeah, wanna fuck me in the Lambo with the doors up. Yeah, she fucking with me cause I'm not normal. Yeah, we go shopping in the Yo when the store shut. Yeah, I got me a roll and I'm sure of it. I've been keeping it so G. She won't get no one better than me. I'm running the racks, I'm breaking the bank, I'm popping these tags, yeah. I've been driving a mess, she go all in my back and I think of her that, yeah. If you jiggy bitch, be as pure as can be, then I take off my hat, yeah. I'm keeping my soul with me, and I'm feeling so free, yeah.
I just popped this and can't feel my face. 100,000 spread all in my case. You can get shot in your head, young nigga, yeah, fuck your face. Got a bad ass bitch right now, she run around in my place. Put pussy ass nigga right now, hit motherfucking place. I'm in the back of the spot, yeah, this my place. Yeah, I'ma show a nigga how to boss, young nigga how to play. Yeah. Spin the bag on my teeth. Yeah. Got these hoes on fleek. Got these hoes on me. You want Chanel? Shout to you, hell. Pushing that beach. Hold on. Riding in hell. Hold on. This a cat. Hold on. Rose go pack. Hold on. Plates on plates. Hold on. In for the flat. Yeah. Shout to pull to the trap. Got a bitch in the neck. Hold on. Can't die like me. Hold on. And the cup still lean. Hold on. Got X in the lean. Whole lot of hoes, whole lot of bread, whole lot of bitches. I just popped this and can't feel my face. 100,000 spread all in my face.
They don't know nothing about it. 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 I feel like poison. I feel like poison. I feel like good. I'm good for nobody, yeah. I'm no good. I'm good for nobody, nobody, no good. I'm good for nobody, yeah. I feel like poison. If you were born in November, I'm jumping out my skin. If you were born in November, I'm jumping out my skin. With a heartbreak, I remember. With a heartache, I remember. And I can't say it's the end of it. I feel like poison.
Roll one, smoke one, roll one. Let's
They don't
smoke
know
one.
nothing about it. They don't know nothing about it. They don't know nothing about it. Early.
Y'all know I make. Yo, what it do? What it do, folks? Another Friday. How you feeling, bro?
You know
the vibes. It's Friday the 9th of April. You know what I'm saying? Good day. It's a good day. How was the weather when you got here?
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was great, but it's definitely not gonna be cold one.
Big facts. Yeah, interesting week, man. Anything interesting, first of all, that happened to you this week that you want to talk about? Or that you can think of?
You know how these questions always
Something will come up as we start talking.
Got some edits done. Got we well on our way for these, the commercials, these content that we want to push out for this show.
Oh, those things are coming.
So very fun. Just working on some NFT collaborations. I definitely want to give a shout out to a couple of amazing individuals collaborating with on the project, led by Justin Aharoni, and also we're collabing with Tori Celeste, and also Ian, who's an amazing cellist. So I just wanted to shout out those individuals who are working on this NFT project collaborative. That's really dope. But other than that, bro, it's really just more the same, bro. More the same.
Yeah.
Renders. Trying to put these visions together or whatnot. Websites, that's something that I've been picking up during this quarantine.
Yeah.
During that whole phase and shit. So yeah, everything's just progressing along. I couldn't ask for anything more.
I could dig that, bro. I could dig that. I feel like what is it? The beginning of the second quarter. You know what I'm saying? Let's assess how the first quarter went for motherfuckers. How did your first quarter go?
I mean, it was productive, bro. It's kind of crazy, coming out of a year like 2020, you know what I'm saying, and coming right back into 2021, almost damn near halfway through the year. I feel like the main emphasis for this first quarter already has just been how tech is fucking integrating its way through every facet of life, and I've been trying to just catch that wave. I've been trying to be open, more open. I've always been open, just trying to be more open, like new information that's coming my way.
Yeah.
Trying to see how I could better implement that, have better solutions towards our respective businesses, our brands. Let's see, and just trying to just better myself as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Consistency, workouts, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like self progression is always a priority.
Always what it is.
With each year, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely owning in on that even more. Yeah, man, picking up some new skill sets and shit like that. So all of that, I've been happy to say I've been able to do within the first quarter, make a couple trips, make some more connections with people, fall further down a rabbit hole with these NFTs.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's dope. It's very dope. It's been a real crypto-centric year, to say the
That's a big fact. It's a big fact. Speaking of NFTs, we got Ondrej Zunka coming on in a little bit. That's gonna be dope. Dope NFT artist, or digital artist who, you know what I'm saying, who's in the NFT space. But the first quarter, man, for me, it's been a lot of progression. You know what I'm saying? Even what you were saying about like from 2020, like it's like anything could be up from there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, shit, everything has been for me. You know what I'm saying? It's been tough, but like I feel like we've kind of expressed it, through the show. You know what I'm saying? I remember one episode in particular, I was talking about like difficulties I was going through as far as like trying to figure things out business wise. I think I've come to the realization that like this is what it is, and the fact I was telling you the other day, like, bro, like the fact that I'm just like, 5, 6, 7 years later being like, I'm still trying to figure this out, is the fact that I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's working. I'm figuring it out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you do, you know, people be 20 years into something and like feeling like they're now becoming a master, or maybe feel not even feeling that way and they're still chasing that. You know what I'm saying? So
episodes before where it's like you're doing this shit.
Yeah.
Here you are down, like, is this
Yeah.
go? No, this is exactly you in the ebb and flow of all of it.
Nah, big facts. So I feel like with the whole with the first quarter, I feel like I was having a good first quarter. Once I assessed what was actually happening, you know what I'm saying? Once I was able to like grade it on the right kind of scale, you know what I'm saying? So the first quarter has been pretty solid. Second quarter is gonna be more of the same. But also I feel like I came upon some like new insight, new intel of like what I want to be focusing on. You know what I'm saying? NFTs has a lot to do with that. What's happening right now with some of these like altcoins and these other cryptocurrencies is very interesting. So it's like yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff is like is I don't know, man. I'm feeling real like optimistic about everything that the rest of our lives like hold. Like, bro, like the blockchain is really making it exciting. It's making things exciting, bro. Like the blockchain is really making everything exciting.
Like I've literally seen like a fire, you know what I'm saying? A literally fire that's being fed within like a not even just within creatives, right? But everybody that's starting to understand like you know, this whole concept of the digital footprint, you know, and being able to actually authenticate, you know, whatever type of transactions of value that you actually have, you know, and now creatives, you know, are being like the first use case to really display that to the world. Everybody's starting to tool it. It's like, you know what? Like maybe there are these other digital solutions that I need to, you know what I'm saying, be better aware of, and that could make for, you know, the next decade to be really fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you know, we've been stressing it for like multiple episodes, you know, when it comes to this show. It's like it's a transition with everything. So, you know what I'm saying? The social revolution happening, the digital revolution happening, financial revolution happening. You know, all of these is happening at once, and I mean, it can be overwhelming, but at the same time, too, it's like, you know, just take it one at a time. Surround yourself with individuals that can also put you onto game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With individuals that also occupy the space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't need to be in the dark now. There's so many.
Yeah. There's no. If you're in the dark, you want to be. Yeah.
Nigga just chilling on the web, waiting for you to ask any questions. You know.
Big facts.
He left a long time ago, but he still got Google.
That's a big fact. Yeah, nah, I feel that, and I feel like yeah, I can't even overemphasize like how excited I am about the things that are changing, bro. Like, you know, like even like with decentralized finance and everything like that. Like, yeah, bro, I've been really looking into you're not even talking into the microphone.
Oh my gosh, look at that, my house. Can y'all hear me now?
They was probably hearing you through my microphone. Yeah. Oh my but yeah, this nigga having a real conversation. This nigga just thought we was coming here to you know, just chop up like we usually
right. Like we really be going on tangents and real
but not. Funny. So I feel like with decentralized finance, that's even a whole nother thing. Like it like still blockchain related, you know what I'm saying? But it's like a whole nother opportunity for money making out here. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And the digital, it's crazy. I was listening to an interview with Mark Cuban earlier like last night and earlier this morning, where he was talking about like decentralized finance, and he was talking about you know, because you know he's a businessman, quintessential one, investor and all of that. Right. So like he was talking about some of the things that the like this is the early internet in the sense that there's a lot of things that aren't going to work and that aren't going to prove to be long-term sustainable businesses, or even like you know, things that matter. But that's because everybody's just trying to figure out what's going, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to, it's a land grab right now. Everyone's trying to figure out what's going on. Everyone's trying to figure out how they can benefit, how they can make money, things like that.
before the bubble pops.
Before the opportunity's like gone.
Right.
But within that, there's some real things happening, and that's why it seems like the whole market as a whole is like going up. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So like, you know, Bitcoin has blown up, Ethereum has exploded. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's these other altcoins that. Yeah, I mean, Aave is like one of my favorite joints right now. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, as you listen to all these
even that's
people,
not even alt anymore.
No,
it's like it's up there.
Don't just let price point, you know, be what makes you like, even if it's something that makes you like tune into something, don't let that be your final judgment, right? Like, let that price point get you into actually that company. What's the use case? Why is it building? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is Ethereum? Why
Big
is Ethereum
facts.
significant? Why is it building? Because people actually see exactly how you can utilize smart contracts, like a self-executing contract. You know what I'm saying? Many fields, you know what I'm saying, that can be a real necessity, or like actually play a real role. So now when you look at a lot of these applications that are being built, you know, they're being built off of the Ethereum blockchain. There's many blockchains, but you're seeing the application of it all. So it just makes you just as an individual, make sure you understand the use cases and what these companies are actually trying to do, the actual solutions. And from there, you'll be like, that's why the price is raising. Okay, now you can have a real long-term perspective in terms of like what it is you're assessing.
Or even like, that's why this thing matters, or that's why it's valuable. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these
100%.
things are doing like some incredible things, bro. Like, I mean, like the fact that, you can send money instantly to, you know what I'm saying, anyone who has a smartphone is like, that right there is like, okay, that's enough to make anybody want to look into that. You know what I'm saying? You bypass like what the traditional banks do, where they make you wait for your money, right? But on top of that, people are doing like, you know, smart contracts is what it is to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is to me.
It's like, you know, sometimes it's like, it's easy to even take it for granted just how we go about banking, right? Because there's so many people in the world that are unbanked. Like, literally, to even get to a bank, you don't even understand the inconvenience that is to me to travel to it, to get taxed,
to use it, you know what I'm saying?
To come back, like to receive a payment from here, just to get the shit cut. Like it got, you had to pay a tax before sending it. I have to pay a tax for receiving it. Like, I got tax on the ride over. Like, you know, it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. So, you know, it is a beautiful thing, bro. You know, but hard transition real quick, you know what I'm saying? I did want to say, you know, much love to DMX. You know
why haven't we gotten to that yet?
You know, wish the best for him, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully
there's a lot of reports about like what's going on with him. Nothing's really been confirmed other than, you know what I'm saying, he's still in a vegetative state, you know what I'm saying? Damn, man, that sucks to see, bro. Because like DMX has been struggling for a long time, like with all kinds of different things.
Yo, on some real shit though, like, and not just with DMX, I'm not gonna put it on him, but like, if you had a loved one, right, and they are on life support, do you have an estimated time, or
of how long
you
wait for that?
Like, because think about it like this. So they're telling you like vegetative state is real likely that's how you will live moving forward. For a loved one, is that, you know what I'm saying?
You know, this is,
hey man, I don't think it's, you know I really
what?
truly, I don't think it's a wrong either way you want to play. I really don't think it's long, but I do on one end, I'm like, you should exhaust every fucking measure to, you know what I'm saying? Can I?
You know what, Brooke? This is actually an interesting question, because this is something that I be thinking about, right? I mean, for a loved one, bro, I feel like it's that person's, if that person made the call, if that person made the call, because I've made the call. So I'll start with my own life. I've made the call in my own life. I do not want to live in a vegetative state. I've told like,
that be no. So
I've told like me and my siblings had like an interesting conversation about that, because I was like, dog, like, I don't want to live like a vegetable. I don't even want to, honestly, I don't want to even, maybe today my thought on this has changed, but I don't care to live to be like 90 years old. I don't care to do that. I don't want to be like shitting on myself for the last like 10 years of my life, or any of the years of my life. When I'm not like vibrant anymore, or where I'm not like all there anymore, I feel like, I'm 30 years old, 31 years old. I can't have a, you know, I don't know. This is just what I think. 100%. But like, I feel like I wouldn't want to be just existing. You know what I'm saying? I want to live. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
So that's how I feel for myself. If it's a loved one, bro, I don't know how I don't know, man. It would be hard for me to make the call. I couldn't make the call. Luckily I got siblings, so like
right.
I would kind of go with the consensus of what, like, you know what I'm saying, our siblings are thinking, but I don't think I could make that call for another loved one just off my own. I would have to consult with like the people around me and stuff like that.
Definitely didn't mean to suggest that, but yeah, for sure. I mean, like yeah, man, it's a crazy thing. I definitely want to. I feel like we could definitely go deeper into it. Yeah. I definitely want to. I see we got Ondrej. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely we checked in. Definitely want to be mindful of time. Yeah, man, and look at what Gina just said.
Yeah, she said just a reminder that trauma is real and it manifests in our daily lives. That's facts.
That's very real.
That's facts. And I feel like in the case of DMX, you know what I'm saying, who knows what he's been going through for this guy was on top of the world. Like, what point this guy was like, he was my favorite rapper all through like middle school. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like the guy, and then he fell pretty hard, and he's just kind of been I mean, he was making his way back. I used to see him on TV, like in sitcoms and stuff like that. He was definitely making his way back.
And there's something to be said when you know when your whole life, your ups and your downs is publicized in that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and even your redemption, right? And then boom, the current state of down. So just want to send, you know what I'm saying, love, letter DMX.
Yeah, big facts. We're about to get into an interview with Ondrej Zunka in a minute. We're just going to take a quick little commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Early.
Yeah. Y'all know I make a lot of podcasts, and every podcast needs a website. Literally, I've tried to put all of my podcasts on one website, ItsNation TV, but I've definitely gotten to a point where I've realized that in order for each podcast to grow individually on its own, each podcast needs its own website. And the easiest way to make a website for your podcast is on podpage.com. Like, literally, it's the easiest way to make a website for your podcast. Like, dog, I'll do it right now. Like, literally, all you got to do is go to podpage.com. If you got your podcast on Apple Podcasts, you literally type the name of your podcast in. You know what I'm saying? You type in the email for your account, and boom, it literally, dog, I don't know how it does it. It's magic. It literally pulls up a bunch of different website templates from your podcast. And that's not even the crazy part. What's crazy is all of this is free. They got different tiers. They got a pro tier, they got a basic tier, then they got the free tier. You know what I'm saying? The pro tier is definitely the way to go if you're taking your podcast seriously. But like, with all of the tools that podpage.com gives you, it's well worth the bread, that it is. Check the link in the description to get started with podpage.com. It's literally going to be the best thing you've done for your podcast.
Got a pound from the connect. I grow now, so I'm the connect. So I got a pound for myself. If I face this one, no disrespect. No, I ain't indirect. No, I can't break down for no pussy less I benefit. We started out running the streets, but now we businessmen. I put this game all in your face and let you witness.
Yo, we're back.
Yo,
hey guys.
Ondrej,
How's it going?
Going well.
How's it going, man?
Early.
Joining us.
Early New York.
Hey,
early.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Can you hear me well?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Actually,
yes.
Make sure you can hear us.
About 10 minutes ago, some workers just started drilling outside of our door. So I was just like, shit. I was just like on the balcony trying to call from my phone,
right.
And they just stopped a minute ago. So it's all good.
Boom.
Actually.
Perfect timing. Look at that.
Perfect time.
It worked out. Hey, bro, just right off the top, want to make sure we pronounce your name correctly. Is it Ondrej Zunka?
It's Ondrej. The J.
Ondrej. Okay, nice. Hey, that's wavy. All right, bet that, bro. Well, yeah, really appreciative of you stopping by. I wanted to just give a little context to even how I even came about your work, bro. So as everybody know, that I've always been, talking about these NFTs and this digital art. Myself as a content creator, I love art. Happy to be on Nifty Gateway, probably towards the end of December. First piece I bought, right, was a J.N. Silva Thank You X, the Avenue of Americas. Thought it was really cool. So now I'm like, okay, let me make sure I stay in tune to all of these drops or whatnot. Now, people that also are in tune to me also know I love plants. Like I love fucking plants, plant life, everything to do with them, growing it, watching that whole process, seeing if they could provide produce for you. People know I fuck with trees. So it's like, okay, next thing I know, I see an open edition drop, right? And then I see Ondrej Zunka with the whole fucking like all the pieces, you know what I'm saying? You had the auction pieces with the what was the actual title of it? Like the dude who was walking with the that shit was
I'd rather be outside.
Okay, yeah, that shit was so crazy, and the spider doing his dance.
That one's crazy. Yeah, that whole collection is crazy.
And
that whole collection,
it was
crazy.
crazy because even like I mean, later on, even on the IG post, like showing the whole fucking workflow, because I could only imagine. But it's like when I seen, I was like, dog, this took some fucking time, right? And we were definitely later on, we want to definitely get into like render times too, little render woes that we probably share. Right. But so yeah, I seen the piece and I seen her looking at my Monstera. Monstera is like one of the first indoor plants I bought that personally. And when I seen the piece, you know what I'm saying? I seen the audio that was overlaid onto it. I was like, yo, this is crazy. And I tell everybody, it's like, yo, just have maybe an intrinsic, you know what I'm saying, value with the things that you actually appreciate. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen it, I was like, and now when I'm seeing all these smart Samsung frames and all of these ways you could display your work, I was like, yeah, that right there, that's a piece. So, you know, from there on, I bought it. I started telling everybody, I was like, yo, you got to get hip to this. You got to get hip to Ondrej. And yeah, man. So like fast forward and here we are on the show. So like, yeah, definitely love that you're on. Oh, Mek, did you have anything that you want to say off top?
First of all, yeah, your work is crazy, as Bruke just, you know, explained and everything like that. But I'm trying to get a sense of the NFT space is kind of new to some people, right? When did you get hip to NFTs, and how did it kind of come about for you?
Dude, actually for me, it's I think I have been there for less than Bruke actually. Because,
oh wow.
So Nifty Gateway reached out to me all the way back in 2020 in June. But I ignored it because I didn't get it, right? So I was like, I didn't
what were you working on at the time?
Some commercial stuff. We actually, me and my partner, we run a little studio, so we've been working on some things for Adidas and Tumi and Prada, stuff like that in the last year. So we're actually really busy, and that's why you
ignored it.
I was like, okay, like I'm actually super busy. I'm not interested in these like emerging markets, you know, fringe economies. Right, and then I think I have responded back to them in November. And we scheduled my first drop for early February.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and since then it just blew up so much. There was no one could have expected that.
So like I'm actually curious about how these artists do blow up, especially on places like Nifty Gateway, because you'll see some that come with big audiences. And I mean, from your Instagram, yeah, you have a big audience, but you don't know if that will necessarily translate on Nifty Gateway. So how did you go about marketing that? And like, how did you go about, I guess, having such a big drop?
Well, I don't know if it was a big drop. Maybe it was bigger given the scale of the market at the time.
That's a big fact.
It blew up after that. Right?
Yeah, because it's going crazy on the secondary right now.
Yeah, so I was a bit too early. But how I went about marketing it, not really so much because, like, actually my stuff takes a lot of time, and I don't really have the time to just like hang around social media and just like engage like the collectors and communities as much as I would maybe like, because in the end, I'm always trying to keep in mind that I'm doing this for myself.
Right.
Just because I like creating it, and not to be, you know, rich and famous, or, you know, have the label of being the best artist or being the most successful one. And I think that's just very important to me to keep that mindset, because I think that that intrinsic kind of reward you get from just doing it for yourself and like trying to be better and better, and finding these motivations inside rather than outside, you know, like the cloud and gathering all these, you know, things that really work for me.
And it's representative in the work, bro. Like, yeah, keeping it organic is definitely the best way, right? So you don't put yourself in this type of box where it's like now that the thing that you love is now like you're trapped in within that, and you know, sacrificing that potential love for it. So that's a really great approach. To even take it further back though, tell us, where are you from? And like I seen, you know, also in you know, from your IG, you actually doing a lot of BMX, you know what I'm saying, and probably like skating as well too. So I was like where are you from, and what were your interests maybe before that you even delved into graphic design?
Well, I'm from Czech Republic, which is Central Europe, and I got into 3D and CG design through BMX.
Okay.
Because I've been doing BMXing since I was 15. You know, like street riding,
right?
And my buddy introduced me into this kind of this software we all use now called Cinema 4D.
Oh man!
He just showed it to me. He actually modeled a BMX bike in it.
Right.
I was like,
and you're like, cool.
I gotta do that.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, that's so cool. And I just pirated the software from him, and then like since the next day, I just kept playing in it, you know, for like every day. And that's why I was still studying. At university. I got a master's degree from economics and system engineering, and the school, like, it actually wasn't that difficult to study. So in my spare time, I just spent loads and loads of time doing this and just getting better for the fun of it, you know, instead of playing computer games, let's say, because it was actually quite similar to me, you know, like it's kind of like building worlds, just like strategy games or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's how I got into it.
Yeah.
What was the other question?
So then, like, so when did it start to, I guess, pick it up on the outside? Because, like you said for yourself, you like to do your work for you. Like, it was a real internal motivation and a real intrinsic like reward that you were getting from creating these things and making it come back to life, right? In this whole new software. So when did like other people start tuning into what it was that you're doing? Since, you know, you're just working for yourself, just trying to create what it is. When did you start seeing this traction start to build for yourself?
Yeah, so I think it was just very shortly after I have actually finished my degree, and I put out a show reel.
What year is this?
2015.
Okay.
Or 16. Yeah, I think 15. And I made a show reel, and the show reel somehow got picked up and ended up at this website called Motionographer, which is this kind of like, I'm not sure if it still is, but it always was this kind of like very prestigious site where they shared and featured like the best of the motion design. And it was in like the top 15 or top 10 show reels of that year.
Hey.
So that just really brought a lot of attention to me, and I started getting, you know, more job offers that were like outside of the country where I'm from.
Right.
And just kind of like more interest from there. So I have, at some point, I actually decided to move abroad, and I basically rolled the dice and I decided to move to Denmark. So to Copenhagen.
Bet on yourself. Yep.
Because I don't know why, even my friend just kept telling me how Copenhagen is super nice. I've never been there. And I was like, you know, I just want to go somewhere. I didn't really care too much where. And it wasn't too far from home. It's, you know, it's just like 2 or 3 hours flight. And I just I took that show reel and drafted an email with my broken English back then, and I just sent it to all of the studios I could have found on Google that were in Copenhagen. And the first one replied like within an hour.
Damn, they was waiting for you.
Right after that, it was just like the first one replied right away, and they were like, "Sure, just come here, and we'll give you a job, and you're gonna work here." So I did that. I bought the tickets and flew there a month later, and then actually I was like so stoked to be there, you know, meeting new people. It was really exciting, be outside my comfort zone. And then about a month later, I got offered to come to Munich, Germany, and work on commercial for Nike, my first one, like the biggest dream client, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't stay in Copenhagen for too long, and went to Germany, and then I worked for about half a year on all these Nike commercials, and that was the best. That was just I learned so much from these guys there, and yeah, and then I just went further. Then I went to Tokyo and then Melbourne, and then ended up here in London.
That's super dope. That's a crazy journey right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, getting back into the NFT space, I got a question, man. Is there anything that interests you as far as like the other things that NFTs have to offer, whether it's like things like NBA Top Shot or some of these digital collectibles that you're seeing come out from TV shows and other brands that have IP? Even I don't know if y'all heard about a digital house that was sold, or virtual house that was sold the other day. Like, is there any other NFT things that kind of catch your interest right now, even outside of your own art?
Like, I'm sure if I had more time,
you're just in your world.
I would spend more time, just looking around, and there would be things that would really interest me. But just because I just have like so much going on right now for myself. My next Nifty Gateway drop, and I'm doing a collab with like a very famous athlete, and then some other commercial stuff. So I just actually the busiest I've ever been.
Wow.
And
that's good problem.
That's super dope. That's super dope. Yeah.
But
and I feel like go ahead.
But I definitely think that these digital collectibles are here to stay, and I can see how it's what I think is cool about it is like everyone finds something else they are into. Like maybe just because I'm not so much into NBA, I wouldn't collect NBA Top Shots, but I know that you, Bruke, you like to play basketball, so I'm sure that maybe you already have some, right?
Exactly. You already.
That's it's crazy because like that's what introduced me to NFTs. Brooke showed me NBA Top Shot, and that was my first introduction to like what an NFT was. You know what I mean? So it is become what we're seeing is these different spaces are allowing these different communities to come in and be a part,
right, and mesh together. And since you were speaking about time, and how much time it actually takes for for you to even delve into your work and actually get into the process and whatnot. So I wanted to talk about some, because a lot of the things that like me and Mek delve in, we do Adobe Premiere Pro a lot, right? So that's nowhere, we're not necessarily animating anything, but we've definitely had some effects. There you go. Right. So Mek's definitely had like longer render times than me. I've known multiple times where he had to tell me he had to leave his computer on for the whole night. So I'm actually very interested to see, because I've YouTube like the workflow of like a Cinema 4D project, and it looks very, very, very extensive. So like, one question that I have for you is like, what's the longest render you've ever had for a project? And then after that, the next one would be like, did the render times just start increasing the more elaborate that the works got? Or did you like upgrade your equipment as that went on, and it was like a seamless process? So you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, man. So basically you just end up kind of always balancing, because your projects get more demanding. So you get better equipment, then you start making cooler shit. It gets more demanding, so just
right.
equipment. Like in the end, I just ended up building my own computers.
Oh shit!
And like this current one was like nearly £10,000, which I think translates to like I don't know, like 50 grand, something like that. And so I just I picked the parts myself and build it custom, so it kind of can handle all the stuff I need to do. A lot of RAM. There are 4 GPUs in there, so I'm using GPU for rendering. I mean graphics cards, and yeah. But sometimes you can't always just find a way to optimize it. I usually only render overnight,
right?
But sometimes you have to go and rent render farm. Render farms are like specialized services where you just upload your file, and for some fee they give you the rendered sequence of images that you then like put together.
So you don't actually render it on
so
your
don't put it on
sometimes.
Yeah, don't put the hardware on your computer.
Okay.
I do most of the time, but there are cases when sometimes the scenes are too heavy, or there's just like too much stuff to render in short amount of time, so it actually pays off just put it there and pay for it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's super dope.
That makes sense.
as far as like what you have coming up in the future, is there any projects or even, you know what I'm saying, products or anything that you are, you know what I'm saying, looking forward to putting out there, looking forward to, you know what I'm saying, getting underway that you want to tell us about or tell the audience about?
Well, I'm working on my second drop for Nifty Gateway, which is on the 6th of May.
Okay.
Oh,
6th of May. Marking down.
Yo, that's coming up.
Marking that down.
That's coming up.
My birthday on the 12th.
I'm looking out for that. I'm looking out for that.
Cool.
So I'm busy with that, and then I'm working. I think I can already say it publicly. I'm doing a collab with Tony Hawk. I showed you yesterday. Which is absolute dream, because that guy.
You said it's draining.
A dream.
Oh no, a dream. Yeah, that's crazy. We were just talking about Tony Hawk. I saw on Twitter the other day he like minted one of his tricks that he did for the last time ever, and he's been doing that with a few of his tricks as he's getting up in age. He's trying to mint. He's doing these tricks for the last time and minting the footage of it, which is crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we're doing something together there. So I have two Nifty Gateway things coming out, and then I'm doing some commercial things, or we are with my partner here for Hype Beast, but that I can't really talk about yet. There's just
that's super dope, man.
Going on.
Yeah, man.
That's super dope. We're looking forward to that for sure.
For sure. And I know you got to get out of here. I just wanted to also ask one more question too. So Zunc Studio, how long have you had it up? And I seen is that you had formed that with like Therese? Is that how you say? Okay, cool. And so did you just start that up now that I guess like everything is in full motion and now you're getting all these? Well, I know you've been getting these projects, but how long has that been in conception? Because I know this page just started. I follow that on IG. So like, can you get a little gist on that?
Yeah, we have been working together for about 2 years.
Okay.
She's my girlfriend.
Okay.
And she just kind of decided to try CG and 3D, and I actually think that I'm a good teacher.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
and like right now, like we're just such a good team, and we work together, and we've been doing that for 2 years, and we've been getting all these projects. So Zunc Studio is actually just like a collection of all these projects we've done together, and just a rebrand really. Because it kept coming to me as Ondrej Zunka directly, and I just didn't feel it was right anymore. So we just kind of wanted to build a new entity that's for both of us and not just me anymore.
That's beautiful, bro. That's how I got
it. That's super dope, man. That's super dope. Yeah, man, thank you for your time. We appreciate it. How can let people know like how they can, keep up with your work, keep up with you? We're definitely going to be on the lookout for the nifty drop.
May 6th,
you know what I'm saying? May 6th. Might have to have you cut back on for that. You know what I'm saying? Just to, because I don't know what date May 6th is off the top of my head, but or what day
make a little
of the week,
special edition
for sure. Let people know like how they can keep in touch with you and everything like that.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. I have actually a Linktree in the bio, so just click there and
Big facts.
Cool. But yeah, bro, appreciate you once again for tapping into us for sure.
Hell
man.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Keep on rocking out. Keep on doing you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Pleasure.
Yeah, man. Peace. Till the next time.
Yeah, next time.
Yep.
Yeah, that was dope, man. That was dope.
That was super dope.
Ondrej's actually he has some
Tony Hawk drop.
Great works. That's gonna be crazy, bro. Because we were talking about how Tony Hawk because we were talking about Wayne being a better skater now, and then it was like, damn, like Tony Hawk actually. It's crazy. I've never been like crazy into skating, but the Pro Skater video game.
Yeah, bro,
it changed everything. It changed everything. I mean, I feel like that was probably like the most popular video game at a time, bro. Before like 2K or Madden, like it was Tony Hawk. It was
live. We was into live.
We was in the live. We was in the live. NBA Shootout. Do you remember that? NBA Shootout.
NBA Street.
NBA Street. Yeah. That was
the best soundtrack.
That was the era. That was the era where it's crazy how like. You go to anybody's house and they had the same like 6 games. You know what I'm saying? Like Tony Hawk was one of them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You might have a Tony Hawk, you might have a NBA or a Madden, and then like a Spyro the Dragon or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Tony Hawk is a staple, and so the fact that they're doing something together, because Ondrej's work is crazy. So the fact that they're doing something together with somebody that's like as forward thinking. I mean, Tony Hawk is a forward thinking guy too. You know what I'm saying? He really pioneered the release of that video game. And Ondrej has worked with like some of the biggest brands in the world, like he was saying, like
Burberry, you send your shit out to get rendered.
Nike. No, that's a tidbit that I'm definitely gonna have to look into after this. That's
tomorrow. My shit can't.
That's one of my main takeaways. Is okay, somebody else can, you know what I'm saying, put this bullshit on their computer and render it and send it back to me.
It's also been common too. Like a lot of people, nowadays they build the computers. Like, people just do that shit for themselves, and I'm like, yo, it's crazy. I'm like, they just go to YouTube University for the shit too. It's not like these people would be like, I'll be making it some more of a complex thing in my head. It's like, nah, just get the necessary parts. You know exactly what you need, boom, and it'll run. So I might even have to look into some shit like that.
Yeah, it makes me think like there must be some like intrinsic benefits for it.
This is what I need.
Yes, I need this. Yeah,
they gonna charge me that, but I could just.
I can just get on, and I don't need this. You know what I'm saying? I don't need this, that, and the third that they're charging me for anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel that. What else could we get into before we get out of here? What time is it?
What is it?
It's almost 9.
Shit. I'm trying to
think. I do have a last question. You know what I'm saying? I think what I'm gonna do is just present because we never really know how to sign off. But I'm gonna present like a.
Okay.
This last question of the day.
Yeah.
Your 3 favorite purchases this year. I'm gonna ask you, then I'm gonna answer.
This
3 favorite purchases this year.
Oh, that's an interesting question.
This is an interesting question.
Let me see. Let me think. Looking at my mom's therapy.
I was gonna say I'm definitely going the NFT route. I'm definitely going the NFT. Yeah.
Looking at my mom's therapy. And then I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah. That joint is actually going stupid on the secondary, bro.
It is. Like, it is.
I saw the original price was like 200, and then like that joint's like well in the stacks now.
Yeah, I was like, that's also
that's great ROI
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But even oh my god, that's crazy. Like even with the artist, I meant to ask Ondrej while he was on too. Like with the secondary, with the royalties, like that's changing some people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Like so one of the biggest things about art has always been, or just artists in general, has always been like the people who are the creators of it don't reap the benefits. It's always like the marketers, the sellers, the people that can take the thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's why they say sales is one of the biggest careers you can have, is because you can sell something, you can do that for the rest of your life. But it's not always the creators that have that skill set or even have that desire.
Right.
I feel like I really resonated with what Ondrej was saying. Was like, dog, I be in my own bubble. I be working. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have time to do all the social media. I don't have time to do all the extra stuff that comes with, you know what I'm saying, having a business or making money or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Make transactions on your art and market it in themselves. So
set up the song, set up the smart contract. Boom.
They got it. Yeah.
Boom. It's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Back to my favorite purchases. I think one of mine.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's the other one. Another NFT that is no longer mine. Shout out to Shadow Moon. Got me watching American Gods on Stars.
It had multiple benefits.
I definitely sold that.
Yeah,
for damn near 1 ETH.
Yeah, I think when I went to your crib, we was watching American Gods. When did you?
So,
no, you was watching Billy. Oh yeah, you were.
I was. I definitely was. So there you go.
Yeah. I still haven't caught on to it yet.
Yeah. So I'm almost done.
But shout out to Shadow Moon too.
Yeah,
that
Shadow Moon for the
that
third.
helped me out too.
For the third. I just
third favorite purchase.
This made just off the top of the dome, right?
Yeah.
Since we were just saying it just came to mind when I was in Cali a couple of weeks back when I went to Pasta Sisters, first time for 2021.
Pasta Sisters.
Yes, I always got to stop at Pasta Sisters. So
what
the nice bowl of pasta that I got, some nice tagliatelle.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nice. It was very
That's
nice.
It must have been.
Nice. Yeah,
Nigga put a meal in his top 3 purchases of the year. Hey, I'm not even mad at it. I'm not even mad at it. This nigga said I'm still thinking about that pasta.
I went to Cali. I've been there twice this year.
Yeah,
I got to go there the first time and the second time, but didn't have enough time and
to go. Damn, and you're mad.
I'm over here, like,
bro. I'm literally sitting here like, what the fuck is up with this Pasta Sisters? Like,
amazing.
Yeah, I gotta look into it. I gotta look into that next time I'm in Cali. What part of Cali? LA? 2 NFTs or something. Not what I was thinking. No, but hey, that's the beauty of questions like this. That's the beauty of questions like this.
What did you say? It's
LA,
Culver City.
Okay.
Yeah, Culver City.
Bet. I'm gonna say, okay, so my top 3 purchases this year. I'll probably say, I don't want to go like NFT. So I'm gonna just say NFTs, but most specifically maybe the Bitcoin Angel joint that I bought, just because that was like the first thing that I bought. That was like that was the first, you know what I'm saying?
The Luka Doncic like shit.
Those things, but they're all in the same group and they're all for, you know, essentially the same reasons. But like just the fact that like that's like becoming hip to this space has been really dope, you know what I'm saying? 100%. And really for me, how things kind of work with me is like if I don't have a real use case, I don't dig deeper into it. So you were telling me about NFTs probably for weeks or maybe months before I made my first purchase. And once I made my first purchase, that's when I was like, okay, like I need to look more into, you know what I'm saying? Because like now I spend money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta follow up. I gotta see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But like now I'm here. Like now it's like now it is the space within which I live. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's lit in that regard. What would I say is another dope purchase I've made? It's probably something equipment related. I can't think. Maybe
yeah, see, that's what it's like.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, that's what I said. In this moment,
it's kind of hard.
I was like, I probably got some shit, but I'm like, yeah, I gotta think about it for a minute. A lot of purchases.
It's been a lot of purchases. But the thing is, I don't really purchase stuff. I buy like assets.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
you got a lot of
like I spend money on things that like
take a look at.
They're not really luxury things. Yeah. They're more like I need them for another thing. You know what I'm saying? So like I purchased a lot of services that have been very helpful. Shit, I got you know what I'm saying, a virtual assistant that's been very helpful. That I've been spending money on. That's been a very worthwhile purchase. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say that's number 2. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, probably fucking StreamYard. What I used to stream this fucking this fucking
this was 2021?
We started in November. We started in November. Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't count for this year. But there are other video services that I've been paying for that I've just been hip to within the past. I mean, shit, Vimeo. I just bought a pro Vimeo account because it allows you to do like a lot of analytical stuff and native like posting of your videos into your website. So I'm trying to like not like move away from YouTube, but I'm trying to more like make my own like platform. You know what I'm saying? So it's now more important to me to have my videos look a certain way and be in a certain space. You know what I'm saying? And that's just why
all part of the progression.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just why I spent on Vimeo. But things like that have definitely been, those are the type of purchases I make. So those are the type of things I'm gonna say. And I will say too, I got this fucking like, what do they call it? Like black African soap, or it's like there's like some kind of, it sounds racist, but it's not. it's like black soap, or like it's some soap that I've been using for the last like month and a half. That's been very lit. I'm gonna shout it out because it's making my skin that soft.
I know exactly.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I think it's like black African soap or African black soap or something.
Staining your shit though.
Staining what? The shit that it touches.
Well,
I got like a joint that lathers. Like I got like a gel. I got like a gel version. Yeah. So those are my top 3 favorite purchases this year.
Okay, gave you a little hygiene gel.
Yeah, big facts. Yeah, man. It's Friday. We're about to get into this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody out there has a good weekend.
For sure.
Yeah, we'll just, you know what I'm saying? We'll catch y'all
early, real early.
Same time next week, or what you think?
Yeah.
Same time next week.
Yeah.
Early.